Jump, 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 jump. Hey now. Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh. Does Dustin beat Conor in a rematch? Don't be so stupid. Conor McGregor KOs him swiftly in that first round. Don't be daft. You're being daft, Chris Jackson. You're being daft. Don't be daft. I've seen DC and Helwani come out and say it'll be a completely different match with Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier at 155 because Poirier was depleting himself to make 145. You know who Conor McGregor is? That guy who showed up looking like a skeleton on the scales? That looked worse than Poirier at 145 than Poirier did? I swear, DC and Helwani have some weird takes, man. Gurus, give me a free team for the championship fight July 11th. DC and Helwani, I don't even care about that one. DC and Helwani are literally Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman. Except Kellerman has a bigger nose, you know? And DC's hairline isn't completely fucked up. Well, it's completely gone, but I'd rather have a gone hairline than one like Stephen A. Smith. Didn't McGregor already retire? Yeah, that 5 times ago, I think. Or was it the 4th time that he actually retired? I just spat everywhere there, but hang on a second. Which time did he actually retire? Because I'm pretty sure retiring means that you're done with work for good. So I think we're up to 7 now. I mean, we just need to calm down about the whole Conor McGregor retirement talk. Oh, John Kavanagh says that he retired. That means that it's correct. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Of course, he's not going to tell. If Conor McGregor came out and said that he's retired, and Kavanagh sees him in the gym, he's not going to go, he's not actually retired. I'll go and tell the media about that. Conor, you're a liar. Like, come on, guys. He's not retiring. It's just Dana White told him to sit out. Conor McGregor has built this character for himself in the UFC that he's bigger than the promotion and that he can call the shots. Dana White said, hang on a second. We're a bit bigger now that we've had you in the first place. So it's a different promotion now. You're doing what we tell you to do, and you're sitting out until the title shot, and Conor McGregor's gone, right, how do I spin this to make it look like I've decided to do it? I'll retire again. Easy. And that's what happened. End of story. How was Oliveira above Felder? Oliveira isn't above Felder. There's no way he is. Why would Oliveira be above Felder? I guess maybe because they don't... I guess maybe they're devaluing Felder's performance against Hooker now that we see Hooker lose to Poirier, but Felder above Oliveira? What are you talking about? There's no way. I mean, Oliveira's above Felder. Alfahea's above Kevin Lee and oh, what the fuck has happened to the rankings? Hold on a second, guys. I haven't even read a single comment from the fucking stream almost yet, other than this one. But Jeff Neal's now number 10. Okay. Okay. Hang on a second here, guys. At least Magny's number 14. I actually agree with that one. Magny deserves to be ranked. And Cynthia Calvillo makes a jump in the pound-for-pound rankings. And Angela Hill jumps up as well for no fucking reason. Angela Hill literally... This is why you don't even have to pay attention to the rankings. Angela Hill literally signed a fight with Michelle Waterson last night, and she moved up a ranking spot. Don't even bother looking at them. Like, there's no point at this point. Why is Oliveira above Felder? Who the fuck has Oliveira beaten other than Kevin Lee? Who the fuck has he beaten other than Kevin Lee? No one. Nick Lentz? Okay, never mind. Paul Felder beat Oliveira. Why is Oliveira above him? That makes 0 sense. Cerrone's moving down spots. How is Cerrone moving down spots? Donald Cerrone beat Aloy Quinter at 10. He's number 13 right now. He beat Aloy Quinter at 10. He beat Charles Oliveira at 6. I don't even know if he beat Charles Oliveira, but still, it makes 0 fucking sense. These rankings are so dumb. Who is making these? I swear to God, it's just, who has a fight coming up? Let's just put them against and put them up the rankings so it looks like we're doing a better job making fights. Look, it isn't the number 10 guy versus the number 8 guy. It's the number 7 versus 9 guy now. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Does McGregor beat... I'm just banning you permanently from the stream. Fuck you for doing that while I'm not looking. Fuck you. You're out for good. See you later. Johnny Walker is below Misha Serkinov. I know. Makes no sense. But okay. Serkinov, he didn't get flying kneed by Johnny Walker. Forget about it. You must just be hallucinating. You know? You must be hallucinating. There's no way he got flying kneed. Crazy. These guys in chat think that Johnny Walker beat Misha Serkinov. Are you dumb? When did that happen? Never. Calm down, guys. Trust the rankings. Jesus. What's happening with Conor? Conor's just sitting out on his own terms rather than Dana White's terms, period. Guru, I really like Marvin Vettori as a fighter. He has potential. He does have potential. I like the potential. Do you think he will beat the last gay bender in a potential rematch? Okay, dude. No, I don't think he'll beat him yet. I mean, there's a difference between proving that you can beat the champion of the division and proving you can beat Carl fucking Roberson. There's a big difference. You know, I understand that they're both good strikers, Carl Roberson and Israel Adesanya, but there's levels. There's levels to the game. For example, I'd like to see if Marvin Vettori can maybe get past, you know, maybe the winner of Tavares versus Antonio Carlos Jr. Maybe. But, you know, maybe Marvin Vettori versus Krzysztof Jotko in the meantime. Who knows? Maybe Marvin Vettori welcomes Jacare back to the division because now Jacare doesn't have a welcome back party. So there's a lot of things that could go on. We'll see what happens. $2 from Chris Jackson. Rates Dustin's performance 1 through 10. I mean, it's got to be above 7. It's got to be above 7. He got rocked. And he was 10 seconds away from being finished in the second. So you got to deduct a point there. It can't be a perfect 10 there. The fight, how close it was, deducts a point. But then the amazingness of the fight brings that point back. So I give him a good 8. I say 8 out of 10. I don't know how I got to that maths, but we're saying 8 out of 10. Howdy, what's up, dude? Under the beanie is just more patchy beard hair. It's true. It's true. My beard, I've noticed, it grows. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. It grows in this cheek and out of this cheek for some bizarre reason. So it goes in here and out there. It's weird because this is a mirror, so I can't really tell what hand and what side I'm using, you know. Can Stipe out wrestle DC? Yes. He did it in the first fight and in the second. Well, not in the second because DC got him down for a long time, but still. In the second fight, Stipe stuffed the takedown and then took down DC. In the first fight, Stipe stuffed the takedown and took down DC. People are acting like Stipe isn't a 6'4" man who knows how to wrestle. You know? No, he can't out-wrestle DC. Oh, it's weird because it happened in both fights. We must not be seeing those fights correctly. Now Oliveira is going to get a top 5 opponent. Shimmy here. It makes no sense. I don't understand it. But, you know, Oliveira... I guarantee you he's already got a top 5. Imagine if they announced McGregor versus Oliveira out of nowhere. That would be some crazy shit. And I'd actually respect the fuck out of McGregor for doing it because... Actually, I wouldn't because Oliveira's weak source matchup for McGregor. But still, it's good stuff. Wasn't Stipe a national wrestler? National wrestler? You mean national champ or something? Anyone who's in a nation and also a wrestler is a national wrestler, you know? But I don't think he won any tournaments or competitions. I just think he was a good wrestler. He wrestled, basically, you know. This is the best camp I've had. Fuck off. I know. It's crazy. Stipe never out-wrestled DC in either fight. You need to go watch it again. But no, I don't. In the first fight, who got a takedown? Stipe Miocic. I don't know how... You know, wrestling tournaments, guys. I don't know how it works, but I think that the person who takes the other one down out-wrestles him. I don't know. I don't know how wrestling works. I've never scored it myself, but still, you know, it's crazy. Check your super chats. Have I missed a super chat? Let me see. $2 from Chris Jackson. Rate my performance. I've already done it. Fuck you for making me go back for no fucking reason. Fuck you, dude. DC is nothing if you can't eye poke, so fuck him. I mean, DC, his response to eye poking was, I do it in training. Okay, dude, you're a cunt. What the fuck? I'm shorter than everyone else. Okay, dude, lose fucking weight and go to bantamweight like you belong. Like, it's just, I understand what his response was. You know? Yeah, I poke people in the eyes. In the first fight, I did. Okay, dude, so you've admitted it. I always do that in sparring. All right, so you've been practicing it as well. Like, it doesn't make any sense why he would respond in that way. I understand what he's doing because people actually do that stuff when they push their fingers out in the gloves. But the second fight was disgusting because it wasn't that DC eye poked Stipe multiple times in the second fight because he did it a couple times, but he was aiming for eye pokes. and they change a fight. If you see someone doing this in your eyes for fucking a round, you're going to stop wanting to come forward on them, and it's going to mess you up a little bit, you know, because you know that your eyes are going to get gouged out if you go into them. It wasn't necessarily that DC landed so many in the second. He landed some, but it was that he was trying for it so often. Like his fingers were literally like this in Stipe's eyes in the second fight. It was crazy. McGregor versus Oliveira would be sick. Fighting a fight would sell a lot and would be easy for the UFC to promote Oliveira because of win streak and main eventing against Kevin Lee. Yeah, it's true. He's a main event. And also it'd be good in this current time when there's no crowd to maybe not give McGregor the huge fights that would get him a massive crowd. So this fight with Oliveira sells, but you don't have to, like, it's also a fight where you don't really have to pay Oliveira that much. You know, you don't have to worry about seats selling out because of it. So if you want to make a fight with McGregor and not so big a name, it would be Oliveira, you know, especially now. Woodley said he wants 2 more fights this year and said he's in no position to any. Woodley said he wants 2 more fights this year and said he's in no position anymore to call anyone out. Big respect. Colby is now ranked 5. I need to go to the rankings. Hang on a second. There's no way. Colby's number 2. Don't you fucking trick me like that again, because I was furious just then. I saw Woodley's statement. Let me read you some Woodley's statement. I know you just said respect, big respect to Woodley. I have some different opinions on the statement that he made. You know how Colby's been ducking him this whole time? Woodley's absolutely in a position to call someone out. He knows exactly who he should call out. But in this statement here, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head like, oh, let me fight this motherfucker. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that I want to fight this motherfucker. There's no one on your mind, Woodley. There's no one perfectly positioned in the rankings also coming off a loss that's on your mind. No one. How about Colby Covington, Woodley? You can't think of anyone you'd want to fight right now? Now that you're in a position to do so under a full camp? Crazy how things work out. Anyway, how much does Dustin have CTE 1 to 10? I think Dustin's going to be a bit of a slow burner. So I think he's going to be okay for now. I mean, he's got a bit of CTE because he didn't call out Conor McGregor after winning, which shows a little bit of a brain cell loss. But also, you've got to give it to Dustin because, I don't know, even with the KOs and the damage, he seems somewhat coherent, which is actually a good sign that your brain is somewhat resilient to the CTE. Because a lot of guys get stuttery and slurry before that ever happens. I mean, Blades took a knock on the head when he came out the womb, and look what happened to him. Stuttering ever since. Imagine if Oliveira beats him. He would be new but much more famous Tony Ferguson. Oliveira would be a star. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, Oliveira would sell out. Conor was... I understand if he beats him, it's a different story, but, you know. I think even if I like Oliveira, but I just I don't see what you see in him, Dan MMA picks. I really don't. I don't see this big star. I think if he beats Conor McGregor, of course, he's going to increase in name value. But, you know, he's been around for a long time and people have not caught on yet. But it's okay. Maybe in Brazil. Maybe in Brazil he'd become a Brazilian hero. But, you know, I don't think it'll ever translate to America if you don't speak English. Even Paulo Costa has to try and learn a little bit, you know. Francisco Trinaldo versus Jai Herbert, July 25th. Who you got? I've actually got Trinaldo there. He's pretty difficult to take on short notice, but we'll see what happens. If the odds are massively against Herbert, I'll pick him. I see a delusional Brazilian in Oliveira. Well, he must have known that he was about to get shifted above the rankings, above people that he's lost to. So maybe he was making an educated call out there because, you know, he lost to Felder by KO. I know of the KO. That's what's annoying about it. Sometimes, like, when Anthony Smith and Thiago Santos had their little problem in the rankings when they were looking to fight Jones, I thought to myself, okay, well, one of them beat the other guy, but I don't even quite remember it. And I had to go back and I was like, oh, it was a body kick. This must have happened on some prelim card that I forgot about. Body kick, Smith went down. But I just so vividly remember Paul Felder smashing Oliveira's face in with elbows and Oliveira tapping that I can't see him above him in the rankings. You know? Oliveira lost to him. I watched it happen. He got smashed. But okay. Oliveira is actually doing pretty decent in that fight, but Felder's just got some jiu-jitsu awareness, you know? If Oliveira beats McGregor, he wouldn't sell out. Brazil gets revenge for Aldo loss, and he would be famous from Brazilian and Americans. Nate Diaz, overrated ass, got famous off a W. Yeah, but it's also Nate Diaz. You know, there's only so interested an American can be in Oliveira if he doesn't speak English. It doesn't matter how great you are performance-wise. You know, no one wants to read subtitles. It's just no one does. So in Brazil, I think he would be a hero, a national hero for getting revenge. I understand that. But I don't think America will ever rally behind Charles Oliveira. Sorry, that's just my opinion. I understand they might. I like Oliveira. I'm a huge fan. But I don't think in the same way that these other huge names are huge names, I don't think they're going to get behind Oliveira nearly in the same way whatsoever. Who is a better jiu-jitsu fighter, Maia or Burns? Maia, because he relies on it more heavily. Burns can do other stuff. So if you want to say pure jiu-jitsu, then you got to go with Maia because it's kind of his only route of success. So he has to be better at it, you know? But yeah, I'll go with Maia. Plus he's bigger as well. Oliveira hasn't beaten anyone good other than Kevin Lee. That's true. He beat Nick Lentz for the third time. Do you not remember that one, dude? Nick Lentz. Crazy. He beat who's that other guy? That legend, that GOAT of the division. Hang on a second. Who did Oliveira beat last time? The fight before last. Jared Gordon. You guys didn't know about that guy? That's the GOAT of MMA right there. Put some respect on Oliveira's name. He deserves to be ranked number 6. I don't know how that happens, but whatever. The rankings are cool. Zabit is number 2. He's not number 2. Zabit's number 2. Oh, Zabit's number 2. Oh my god. That is fucking crazy, man. That is fucking crazy. What the fuck? Zabit Magomedsharipov is number 2 for beating number 6 and number 9. Of course. Why are they dragging Edgar and Aldo's names so far down these rankings? Just remove them. It doesn't make any sense. Zabit is undefeated. Zabit is number 2. Lamau. It makes no sense. Zabit is not even undefeated either. What are you talking about? Nick Diaz 209 Army. Do your fucking research, you fucking cunt. Zabit's number 1. Zabit number 2 now. He's getting a title shot for sure. I mean, most definitely. They've just fucked the Korean Zombie. He can't do anything now because if Yair beats Zabit, well, Yair beat Korean Zombie. And if Zabit beats Yair, he'll probably move above Holloway. So like, it's just, oh my days. It's crazy. Zabit's number 1. Robo Daz. I'll go with Dazza. Dazza for sure. That was not a joke. Yeah, I know, but you know, it's real. He actually is number 2 in the division. But you know, I think where someone's ranked when you beat them is a huge deal to me. And Edgar was ranked top 3, you know? And that's how Ortega got to that position. And Edgar was ranked top 4 when Korean Zombie beat him. You know, Zabit fought number 5, Jeremy Stevens, and I think at the time, number 11, Calvin Kattar. Like, you know, it doesn't make any sense to me. But that's okay. They want to push Zabit Magomedsharipov. I wonder if his next fight is not a main event for 5 rounds. We've never seen babying like this before. People say Conor McGregor got treated nicely by the UFC. If Zabit doesn't have to go 5 rounds before his title shot, we know that there's just some dick sucking going on. What are your predictions for 251? Oh, a lot of them. I've got a lot of them. I'm predicting the fighter to win. Zabit and Yair are the best strikers at 145. Yeah, I don't think so at all. I think striking is a constant thing and it involves many aspects. Just because of how flashy you are doesn't make you a better striker, you know. Holloway doesn't throw wheel kicks, but he'll punch the face in of Zabit Magomedsharipov over 5 rounds. So it doesn't really mean anything. Like, you can be as flashy as you want and have as many tools as you want. Who wins on the feet between you and another guy? The guy who wins is a better striker. Holloway would smash in Zabit's face over 5 rounds. You know? Free title defense against Zabit for sure, though. Yeah, for sure. They'll probably make Zabit champion for no reason. Yeah. Just Volkanovski Holloway fight scrapped. They're doing it at bantamweight now for some fucking reason. Zabit is champ. Like, it just, I don't know, man. He is just so unnaturally moved up those rankings. That's crazy to me. Wasn't he at number 5 after he beat Stevens? And now he's 2. Just nothing. After he beat Kattar, sorry. I think he was number 5 or 4. Or he magically moved up while other people win fights? That makes no sense. I don't understand. You only think that Zabit would whoop Holloway. You only think that I think Zabit. I don't understand what you're talking about. You're retarded. God, I know why you called yourself Nick Diaz, because you've something's going wrong. You know, you need to formulate some sentences, clear ones. Winner of Yair and Zabit gets title shot though, so Yair can still get it. So obvious UFC wants to hand Zabit easy road to title. Next fight is round 3. Yeah, we need Smith versus Rakic as a main event. Put Zabit versus Rodriguez as co-main. It needs to happen. You know? Oh, I got money. $2 from Chris Jackson. Rewatched Volkan versus Max, and Max coasted the full fight. I rewatched it as well. Oh, I fucking hate MMA, man. I didn't want to say this on the stream. But it looked like Holloway kind of let him win, man. I don't know. I know he didn't let him win, but I just feel like Holloway can do way better than that. And he's such a fucking underdog, man. I hate this shit. I hate this sport so much. There's no telling. I had Volk win in the first 4. I had him win in the first 4 live. And then when I rewatched it, I had him win in the first 3. Let him win? I know he didn't let him win. That's why I said I know he didn't let him win afterwards. Come on, guys, listen. But it's just, it looked like he was just... It looked like he didn't think that leg kicks counted as strikes. I don't know. It's just, it's weird to me. I think Holloway can, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. I'll just make up my mind on the fucking, at the moment, and then probably be wrong. Bro, check the lightweight rankings. Oh, man, don't make me cry even more. I've already checked the lightweight rankings, man. Makhachev. Gregor Gillespie has not moved a fucking... Gillespie's best win is against Yancy Medeiros, and he's above Cerrone, who has a win over a Quinta, who's higher than him. Like, it makes... What the fuck are they doing? He did a Woodley versus Burns, try not to get finished, but accept you're going to lose a 5-round decision. I guess so, maybe. What's the August 22nd main event? Good feeling Max wins a decision. He lets go of his hands and he wins. Alexander didn't have too much... power. He TKO'd a fatigued Chad. More body kicks from Holloway too. He wins. Yeah, I don't know. I think Holloway could adjust more than Volkanovski. I don't think Volkanovski can fight a better fight. I think Holloway can. So it's like it's a tough fight to predict, but you've got to take into consideration those juicy little odds. No, these picks are tough. They're tough picks. They're tough picks. Oliveira above Felder makes no sense. Zabit is a genius, or is it Ali? First, the Boston scam turned into Moscow. I know. I remember that as well. Then the co-main under Anthony Smith, and 2021, he's going to have the belt in a 3-round short notice. Biggest finesse. I know. It's crazy. Is it Islam a gatekeeper? Not really, because no one's got past him yet. You can only be a gatekeeper if you've opened the gate a couple times. You know, you can't be called a gatekeeper if you're just beating everyone underneath you, because... You know, if Makhachev lost to a guy above him, or someone beat him and then went on to become champion or become top 5, you got to open the gate a couple of times if you're going to be a gatekeeper. What kind of fucking gatekeeper keeps the gate closed? You know, got to let some people in. Otherwise, you're not a gatekeeper. So it works. A lot of your old videos are gems. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. I was thinking that the other day. I was rewatching a couple of them. Do you have better hair than Holloway? Yeah, I do. Holloway's hair looks good, though, man. I'm a big fan of his hair. Jeremy Stevens is an example of a gatekeeper. Brazilian parlay, fool. Yeah. It's the second time Zabit avoids fighting 5 rounds. Why is Ali Abdelaziz so powerful in the UFC, and why is he still free and alive and not dead or in prison? Hashtag how's Noah? I don't know. He literally snitched to terrorists about the FBI's investigation on them and betrayed the Americans and sided with the terrorists. That's okay. That's all right. That's all good, though. No, none of that happened. Let's just let him get on with his life, you know? Could have led to some kind of terror attack, but, you know, that's fine. could have literally led to the deaths of a couple hundred people. Who knows? Let him be a snitch on the other team. That's fine. All good. I think Volkanovski is the toughest matchup for Conor McGregor at 145. Not going to happen, but what's your view? Hard to finish Volkanovski, and he's a good wrestler and chin. Yeah. He is the toughest matchup. Not for Conor McGregor, though. I think Conor McGregor would do well against him with a lot of kicks. But I don't think McGregor's... I'm done talking about McGregor at 145. I don't think he beats many people there. He'd kill himself going down. Like, it's just... I don't think it would be possible. So, yeah, that's my opinion. He beat Edgar, though, at 145, even after the bad weight cut, you know? If Holloway beats Alexander, who also beat Aldo, is Holloway the 145 GOAT officially now? Yes, I would say so. If he gets his belt back and becomes the real first-time, two-time world champion in the featherweight division, because Aldo was the two-time, but he got promoted after an interim belt. That's kind of not the same thing. So if Holloway first becomes the two-time UFC featherweight champion, he's definitely it. He's got to be. Costa versus Adesanya. Paolo Costa. A lot of 45ers are the same size as Conor. They're not, though. At all. End of story. Thank you very much. The new rankings want me to commit die. I know, dude. Same here. Ribas minus 900. I'll tell you what I did yesterday night, guys. Oh, I've got a problem. Oh, man. I've got a bit of a problem with the old gambling, boys. I was sitting there last night at 1 a.m. I had work in the morning, and I was just sitting there. And I had to do it. I just had to do it. There was no way I wasn't going to do it because the odds were so good at the time. I bet £2.77 on Paige Van Zandt to win, and I could get £18 back. It could happen. I don't think she wins at all, but I'm just gonna try it, you know, because it could happen. And there's no way I'm giving up those odds because I know if Ribas fails a takedown defense and Paige gets hooks in on her back, we don't know how good Ribas is when someone's on her back. That makes no sense, you know, dumbass. I don't think she beats her. I just need to clarify that. I don't think she beats her at all. Ribas is going to absolutely destroy Van Zandt, but those odds are disrespectful. To just MMA in general. I know Ribas is better than Van Zandt, but maybe make her a 4-1 favorite. You're talking 9-1. I'm not... Karma Worthy just beat Pena. You know? Julian Erosa on short notice just beat fucking Sean Woodson. I'm not counting anyone out that's a 9-1 underdog, sorry. Or whatever it is. Orc Bane Rising. Thank you very much. Juru, how to fuck is Ryan Hall above Shane Burgos? Oh yeah, because Ryan Hall beat the hang on a second. Ryan Hall beat that. Who did Ryan Hall beat? Darren Elkins. There we go. That's why he's ranked number 13. Aldo just shifted above Arnold Allen at featherweight. They're moving him up again. Why? It doesn't make any sense. Why are they doing this with their rankings? Honestly, they need a slap. I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes in the rankings. It makes no sense. Volante called you out on Insta. Man, fuck John Volante. He doesn't care about his career. Fuck him. He probably didn't call me out on his Insta, but that's my response if he did. Uh-oh, he's dead. Do you make a living off UFC betting only? No. I'd be bankrupt if I did. No, I do not. But I make a living half of this, half of my job. The sun will shine on Saul Rogers again. Saul Rogers. Is that the Better Call Saul guy? What is that a quote from? Yeah, Ryan Hall. Okay, cool. Saul Rogers, the MMA fighter. Sorry, I forgot about him. Rose said she wants Weili if she beats Andrade. Really, that's crazy, dude. Didn't realize. Maybe. I don't know. I just had a hunch that maybe she'd want a title shot for winning, but that's the fight to make, honestly. Zabit, not Zabit. Why am I chucking Zabit's name in there? Just because I heard the word title, I think I'm thinking of Zabit too fast. Nami Yunus versus Weili Zhang is the only big fight in the women's divisions, unless you fight the winner of Suarez and Yun Jacek, in which case it's kind of like you got to remove a rematch. You've got to put a space in between it, you know? You can't just immediately rematch if the guy is, or not the guy, the girl is a contender that's lost to you, you know? Doesn't make any sense. Jones beats someone else, you know? How many pounds can you curl with dumbbells? I have no idea. We don't even do measurements in pounds in the UK. I haven't done dumbbell curls in so long. As an American-born Middle Eastern male, I hope Ali gets his face punched in by the hardest puncher in UFC. Nice. I reckon you catch Volante in a Volante choke. I reckon I do well against Volante, honestly. I got a decent front kick, little jab, you know. Kick him in the stomach. I'd start saying things as well, like pepperoni, and get his gag reflex going, you know. And he'd start huffing up some acidic heart acid or whatever it's called, heart fire. What's it called? Heart fire? Lung fire? Gastric fire? What's the thing called? Heartburn. What the fuck am I doing? Heartburn. Jesus. I think Aldo beats Zabit Lamau even in 3 rounds. Yeah, I'd say so. Aldo probably beats Zabit. I don't think Zabit's good, man. I just think he's good for 2 rounds. And in the third's a problem. You know? Heart fire, napalm throw. That's the one. Some of that napalm throw. Yeah, hey, brother. Gastric fire equals heartburn. Yeah, it's crazy today. I'm tired. Pat Mac, are you sure you're not scoffing down 10-pound Big Macs? Okay, there we go. Someone's just calling out people. Heartfire. Abdulaziz did September. Okay, I don't know that at all. Zabit just invaded the autism triggers in all of our brains. It's true, he did. He invaded them. Much like Chechnya did. To Dagestan. I saw your comment earlier on the Yan versus Faber free fight, though. Did I comment on the Yan versus Faber free fight? What did I comment? I commented 2 different ones, and I can't remember what one I left up there. Yes, I did. Oh my god, it went. Oh, it actually got a decent amount of likes. I didn't even realize. Aldo is about to get the Delia special from Yan. I posted like 3 of them, just trying to get a good one, you know. But nice, I'll take it. Probs follow me. I posted another one saying. What did I post another one saying? So I was going to call out Joe Rogan's commentary. Oh, yeah. And I said that's why I deleted it, because I wanted to do it on the stream. I thought Yan got really badly rocked. You know that? I thought Yan got really badly rocked against Faber. Just off of Joe Rogan's commentary alone, I remember, Joe Rogan went crazy. He must have really rocked him bad. I watched it again. Faber literally landed a punch on Yan, and Yan immediately recovered. You know? And Joe Rogan goes, oh, he rocked him or he stunned him. And then Yan literally obliterates Faber with an elbow and drops into the canvas. And Joe Rogan goes, oh, big shot. Like, it's actually crazy how fucking biased Joe Rogan is on commentary. It's crazy. I was even watching Usman versus Colby. Usman gets rocked in the first round, and Joe Rogan just starts making stuff up. Is Usman's left hand broken? I think Usman's left hand is broken. And then Usman fires off 5 more jabs. It's actually crazy to me how Joe Rogan's allowed a job. It's crazy. Rogan was doing the same in Khabib versus Conor too. It's just a bit weird, man. It's just a bit weird. Stream's not synced. I don't care. Well, Whaley would beat Zabit in 5 rounds. It's interesting. It's interesting, probably. I actually wouldn't even mind that prediction, to be honest with you. Joe's commentary is utter shit. I mean, he's financially free, so he doesn't have to care about his commentary. If you don't care about being fired, you will not do a good job. That's just how it is. I've been following your predictions for quite some time now, and I see you have better success with men's lightweight divisions, flyweight to lightweight. Nice, dude. You're getting all my statistics. I'll take it. I'm very bad at the welterweight title. I've never predicted a welterweight title fight correctly. Ever. Never in my life have I predicted a welterweight title fight correctly. Sterling versus Yan prediction. Sorry, there's something making a fucking noise. What is that noise? There we go. We're good. There's the remains of Pepsi bottles. Why is it getting caught there, man? That's so fucking annoying. There we go. We're good. Joe Rogan, what is going on my screen? I'm being taken over by something right now. Things keep popping up randomly on my screen every time I look away. Oh, I shouldn't have watched that fucking porn. That's a tough one, man. Takedown defense on Yan is great. Yeah, Yan's got great takedown defense and great takedowns. I like his reverse sweep that he does when he grabs the back and then lays down. We used to do that. We used to do that in secondary school with people's backpacks. Yank on their backpack and then lay down behind them. They fall over you. It reminds me of that. Yan has some good takedowns. Chat's taken over. Do you think we'll eventually see Adesanya executing new techniques such as the deep throat choke or the... Okay, then. There we go. $5 from Mr. Anderson. Hello. Guru, should Poirier take a welterweight money fight? Should Poirier take a welterweight money fight? No, because he's one fight away from a title shot. I don't think he should risk it at welterweight. Unless Nate Diaz wants to fight Poirier at 155, in which case, listen, it's a good fight. And Nate Diaz, if he wins, which he won't because anyone destroys Nate Diaz. But if Nate Diaz wins, then all of a sudden the McGregor-Diaz trilogy is pretty cool. But that won't ever happen. Poirier would annihilate Diaz. Honestly, Poirier would fucking obliterate Diaz. And I said it at UFC 230 as well. Whaley showed her fires on her Insta and it was amazing. Nice, dude. $5 from Mr. Anderson. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the mans. What's Guru's pick for Yan versus Aldo? I'm going with Yan by 4th round TKO. I think he gets it done. Joe Rogan, if Max beats Zabit, he's the best ever. He just passed the test. He's on another level. He's the best. He's just the best to ever do it. It's true. If Joe Rogan says something, it must be true. Like, how many people are one of the best fighters in the world, according to Joe Rogan? He's one of the best strikers we've ever seen. All right, we can't disagree with that one, Joe, because one of could mean top 100. So thanks for that comment, Joe. He's one of the best grapplers inside the octagon. He's one of the most dominant fighters we've ever seen. Okay, well, can't technically disagree with you, Joe, but thank you for your insight on MMA. What weight division is Bryce Mitchell in again? Welterweight. Oh, yes. I remember that fight, companion. Watch the fucking sport, you disgraceful fam. I imagine beating Zabit and saying you passed the test. I mean, it's not even passing the test. It's just passing the 3rd round into championship ones. Like, there's not even a test at that point, you know? Just, hey, can you make it 15 minutes? You win. I think Kamaru beats Gilbert. We'll see. I don't think he does. I was watching Usman versus Colby in the 1st round. Usman needs a while to settle in to his punches because his shots in the 1st are worrying with Gilbert there. I think Gilbert beats him, man. I don't know. I've never been right about the welterweight title ever in my life, but I think Gilbert beats him. I might pick Usman just to see him lose, but I think Gilbert actually does beat him. DC said Stipe eye pokes him too, Lamau. Yeah, he didn't know. Zabit is going to be gifted the interim featherweight title at 251 while Holloway versus Volkanovski going on. Yeah, I know. Probably. I think Poirier finishes Diaz 3rd round, doctor stoppage or championship round submission TKO. Yeah, I think that he would finish him as well. There's no way Diaz goes 5 rounds with Poirier because Poirier's probably got better cardio. Let's face it. Poirier's definitely got better cardio. I mean, McGregor has better cardio than Diaz, so that's settled. But Poirier has better cardio. He can throw a hell of kicks now because he's just got his hip surgery, so that's another problem for Nate Diaz. He can throw good leg kicks anyway, even with his bad hips, and now it's going to be even better. He takes shots well, and Diaz has no power. He covers up well against the cage and recovers well. I just think Poirier would obliterate him. Jesus, you spamming cunts. If Khabib versus Tony happened after Tony beat RDA, who would win? Tony, because Khabib was worse back then, but that's not fair. You can't do that. You can't fucking do that. I don't understand it. Trinaldo versus Jai Herbert, thoughts? You're banned. I even answered your question. You're still fucking banned. It's just fucking annoying. See you later, dude. Out you go. Trinaldo versus Jai Herbert, thoughts? It's a good fight. It's a dangerous fight for Jai Herbert to take in his debut, but Jai Herbert's a beast. Trains with Leon Edwards. I'm about to sneeze. Trains with Leon Edwards in Birmingham. In fucking Birmingham and that. I used to sneeze, man, and it's not coming out. And that's really fucking obliterated my right eye for some fucking reason. Jai Herbert. Let me look this guy up. The Black Country Banger. Okay, dude. That's a decent name, I guess. I'd love to hear Bruce Buffer try and get that one out, you know? He's not even black. Anyway, all good. He trains with Leon Edwards. That's all I fucking know. But yeah, that's it. He's got a good resume. He's fought some decent opponents. Not the best in the world, don't get me wrong. But then again, no slouches either. He beat the last guy, Jack Grant from England, from Grimsby as well. If you haven't watched the brothers Grimsby, that's a tough area to grow up in. Hence the inbred-looking eyebrows that this man has. But he was what? Before he lost to Jai Herbert, he was 15-4. That's a pretty respectable record, I would say. Pretty respectable indeed. I'll take it. Jai Herbert's dangerous, but we'll see. Diaz has decent cardio. Yeah, it's okay. Diaz is overrated. He's lucky RDA broke his foot. Yeah. You mean Paris. But yeah, I know what you mean. Who are you picking for Philly Mitchell? I don't know yet, man. I don't want to pick, so just don't make me. I don't know. I think Philly is going to win. I think Philly is the massive level up above Charles Rosa. But I don't know. I think I might have to pick Bryce Mitchell because he's going to be an underdog. And I didn't think he was going to do that to Charles Rosa. I don't think Andre Philly would do that to Charles Rosa. But I think Philly still wins just from being more well-rounded. Like, there's a difference between avoiding submissions on the ground and avoiding the ground altogether. And I think Philly's got the skill to just avoid the takedown in the first place, you know? Because as much as Mitchell's takedowns are nice, they're pretty basic. Philly's seen them before. Philly ain't Charles Rosa. I know, but I'm just saying, the way he did it to Charles Rosa makes me think that he would do that to someone better than Charles Rosa, you know? Because if he does that to Charles Rosa, I know he KO'd Rosa, but if he does that to Charles Rosa, then was he going to only 10-9 3 rounds against someone a little bit better? I don't know, man. It's difficult. I don't know. It's a crazy fight. I think Andre Philly probably beat him. I think Rosa wanted to be on the ground. Yeah, he was loving that spine crank. Oh, yeah, good stretch there, Bryce. Put it in there again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Just twist my fucking spine and neck into you. Yeah, Bryce, I love it. Take me down again. Bro, what? I don't understand. Is he getting some kind of sexual gratification from it? I can't speak today. Sleep is so necessary. Till got slept by Masvidal, but Nate stayed in there. Okay. What does that mean? Okay. Cool. All could be fanboys buy PS4s just to play FIFA. Guru Costa's Twitter is top tier. Let me see Costa's Twitter. Paulo Costa, I'm assuming we're talking about. Paolo. He put a fucking poll out on Twitter. And it's all fake. Illegal. New YouTube content now. New content on my channel. Episode 4 vlog. I mean, he's doing this kind of stuff. What do you want me to fucking look at, dude? Paulo Costa's Twitter is top tier. It's literally just him topless. We have different understandings of what top tier means. Bro, Gaethje will beat Khabib. Oh, we'll go. I don't understand. I don't think that will happen. How do you see McGregor versus RDA going down at 197? How did I see it going down? I thought McGregor was going to beat him. I thought McGregor was going to be a little bit undersized against RDA, but then I saw him square off. I was thinking, nah, McGregor smokes this bitch, in my opinion. If Alvarez can catch you with a punch and beat you in the first round, I know that didn't happen yet, but I definitely thought McGregor was going to beat him. I thought Alvarez was going to beat him as well, but I didn't think Alvarez was going to win like that. Because let's face it, Alvarez fluked to win over RDA. I just want to say that. Alvarez fucking fluked to win over RDA. He did. Like, he really fucking did. He landed the perfect shot. RDA was literally rolling, and Alvarez's punch slipped right through the fucking guard. And then he still couldn't fucking finish him. Alvarez started swinging wild and caught RDA. No, he didn't. He didn't at all. He landed one punch that rocked RDA, and then he started swinging wild. But even one, I don't know. I think he kind of... It was an embarrassing win, in my opinion. With all those punches and the guy still not going down, it was a little bit strange to me. But then again, RDA is pretty good. Cruz could be champion, but injuries fucked his career. RDA. Is Khabib an Olympic caliber wrestler? No, not at all. Yeah, I respect you because you tell the truth we need to hear. You're like the Alex Jones of the MMA media. I'm telling you, Sandy Hook. I'm joking. Guru, let's play Warzone. What's your PSN name? That's not going to happen. But thanks for the suggestion, Ferguson Go. I agree with your name. He's the greatest of all time in the people's eyes. Want to do voting polls for the next 3 title fights for next weekend? That could be somewhat fun. Should I make a poll right now and get people's opinions on my community tab? That could be some kind of content, I guess. Good idea, dude. Create post. Bob's or Virgin? I don't know. It's up to you. What video today? There's none. There's none. We'll be going live for 2 hours, though. Zabit beat Kattar, but he isn't that good. He's good for 2 rounds. Kattar would have smoked him in the 4th. It was a main event. You're supposed to go 5 rounds. Kattar wanted to go 5 rounds. Zabit didn't because he can't. He isn't that good. Guys who end up in the top 2 usually have a 5-rounder before then, especially at lightweight upwards and featherweight. So, you know, he's not that good, in my opinion. He's not number 2 in the world, but at all. Because I see who wins in a 5-rounder. You know? That's the main question. I understand 3-rounders happen, but, you know, it's different. So, what's but it worth 3 rounds? Okay? But he has to go 5 to become champion. So he's going to lose when he goes to championship fight. It's just how it is. Ortega is the biggest retard at featherweight. Okay, interesting. Zabit did what most couldn't do. Outstrike Kattar for 2 rounds. Oh, like Burgos. Oh, like Charles. Oh, no, wait. Charles Roaster did that to Burgos. My bad. But still, like Jeremy Stevens outstruck Kattar for the 1st round. Kattar's a slow starter. Cool. Who should fight RDA at 155? RDA should look to take on Paul Felder, in my opinion. Paul Felder's going to get left out of the whole situation. You can tell by the way that they've just shifted Oliveira above him in the rankings for no fucking reason. So clearly Felder's getting fucked. So just do Felder versus RDA or something. Mickey Gall versus James Vick incoming. I can't wait for it, man. I'd rather see Mickey Gall versus Emil Meek, but that's all good. Kattar is pronounced Kattar, but not Qatar. No, that's Qatar. Kattar. Kattar is Kattar. I'll pronounce it how it's spelt. Thank you very much. True Kattar boxing looked phenomenal against Stevens, even finished him. It did. But Stevens was winning in the 1st round. People can beat Kattar in the 1st round. Zabit managed to do it for 2. If that was 5 rounds, he would have got fucking obliterated. It should have been 5 rounds. He literally changed the definition of a main event to avoid going 5 rounds with Kattar. He would have lost, and he knows he would have. Thank you. You won't shop because never... I can't even read that in time. Guru, have you taped Romanov yet? It looks like his opponent's records on Tapology is funny as fuck. He hasn't fought the best of opponents. I'll give you that. But he's fought... You know, you look at the records that Tybura has beaten as well. It's hardly too different, you know. Let me look him up. Just a heavyweight, I think it is. There's another guy that's sort of something like that on his resume. But he beat guys 6-1, 16-7, 20-5. These are some I mean, some of these records actually. Now I'm scrolling down the bottom, but some of them are decent wins. You know, but there are some debutantes there that I don't like the look of. There's a 12-37 guy. But then when I watch a resume like this, I think, you know what? It's the heavyweight division. There aren't a lot of guys around. And then I look at Giga Chikhedzi's record. And it just makes me chuckle warmly to my soul. It really does. Watching Giga Chikhedzi's protected fucking record is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. He starts his career. He fights a guy who's 4-1 and loses. Noted, he says, I'll take on guys making their debut. Beats a guy making his debut. Beats a guy who's 1-10. How did he find that guy? I don't know how he found that guy when he's 1-1. But he fights a guy who's 1-10. Beats him in round 1 by punches. Maybe a time for a step up in competition? No. Fights a guy who's 0-13. Like, it's just... Beats him. Then fights a guy who's 0-1. Not enough that just making his debut, he needs to be coming off a loss as well. Beats him. Loses in a kickboxing bout again. That's like 3 in a row now for him. Beats a debut guy. So, okay, back to debut fighters, not guys that are completely negative with a bunch of losses. At least these guys don't have any losses. They don't have any wins, but still a jump up, and we're back to neutral. Now it's time for a jump up in competition. Loses to a guy who's 10-3. Okay, maybe a little bit of a step back. 2-31 beats him. 2-31 might be the worst record I've ever seen in MMA. And then 0-1, 10-7 against Brandon. He got in the UFC based off an 0-1 fighter. I don't understand the treatment that some of these fighters get. It's crazy. When will Mike Dave kill him? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Mike Davis. I hope he does. That's the fight I want to see next. Shosha spinning back kick. Just fucking did it. Watch out, 2-31. Oh, yeah, 2-31. You're terrible. Guru Shosha spinning back kick. I just did it, dude. You want to fucking rewind the tape? Frankie Edgar is looking shredded. Look on his Instagram. Okay, this is strange to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. Frankie Edgar. What a fucking posh surname that is. Don't know why I haven't realized that before. Edgar is definition of posh. I can't speak today. Anyway. Why am I on his Tapology? Hang on a second. You want me to check his Instagram? Frankie Edgar. There's nothing on his Instagram. Oh, no, here it is. Yeah, he's looking really fucking different. Really different. Interesting. Very interesting. I still think he loses to Pedro Munoz, but still, great stuff. You know what I find weirder? Cody Garbrandt left Team Alpha Male to go to Mark Henry with Frankie Edgar there. Like, Edgar kept Faber away from a title shot at one point. Whooped up on him. Like, at least TJ went to a neutral gym, But Cody literally went to the enemy gym to train. That's crazy. Team Alpha Male versus everyone, by the way, guys. Who's hotter, Kat Zingano or Julian Robertson? Julian Robertson. Zingano's got a bit of granny face at this point, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan. In her prime, she was up there, but she got a bit of granny face, and her tits sleep next to her when she's in bed on her back. So I don't know. It's just different. Different primes. You know what I'm saying? Cody works out of both gyms. Ah, yeah, like a prostitute on a street corner jumping around between gyms. Wasn't that what he said to TJ Dillashaw? Ah, crazy, yeah. Yeah, crazy. It's crazy how things turn out, Cody doesn't bring his left hand up. Must be Team Alpha Male. I'm going. Fuck that pad man, Mark Henry. Fuck Mark Henry. UFC 251 has 3 underdog debuts. I will parlay against them all. Nice. On a scale of 1 to 10, how sure are you that Zombie beats Brian Modelo Virus Ortega? Okay, I think Zombie's going to beat him 7 out of 10. Is Zabit's record padded? I don't think so. Zabit's actually fought some decent competition. Zabit, Magomed Tapology. My first recommendation after typing Zabit Magomed Sharipov is no beard afterwards. 18-1. Let me see his resume. Decent opponents. Decent. Decent opponents. He got there in the end. He started taking on the big names before he got to the UFC, but his first few were a little bit. But then again, everyone's first few are, so I don't mind it. It's good stuff. He lost to Igor Igorov. What's his record now? 14-8. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, but Zabit doesn't have a padded record. Only Khabib does. Khabib has a disgustingly padded record. Disgusting. Filthy record. Honestly. 14 fights deep and he's taken on guys making their debut. There's never been a bigger, more padded record than Khabib. At all. If I'm Woodley, I'm fighting a guy like Michael Chiesa. He's on a 3-fight win streak and a quote-unquote up-and-comer, so it will look good if he beats him and seems to have lost hope on the Colby fight. I don't know why. Call out Colby. It's so fucking annoying. It actually is. Every single time it's bad for Colby to take the fight with him, he wants the Colby fight. Anytime it's short notice, he wants Colby. Anytime it's got time to prepare and we can actually build a full camp for these guys, he doesn't want to fight Colby. It's fucking crazy to me. He only wants Colby on short notice, period. Mayweather most padded record. Yeah, he's fought some decent. Yeah, but boxing's different because everyone has a padded record in boxing, So even the guy who's 20-1 could be like James Vick level, Excuse my language, but if Rogan bitch ass gives Max more credit for beating Zabit than beating Alexander, then old George, interesting. I'm not going to finish that name because I will be demonetized by the Nazis. Costa, pressure and body shots beat Adesanya. I think so as well. O'Malley has a padded record. He does, because Alfred I can't speak today. I need to sleep, man. I need to sleep. Alfred Kashakian has not got the best record in the world. O'Malley had a bunch of amateur fights as well against tough opponents, so I kind of give him a little bit of leeway there, but, you know. Wow, he's had a bunch of amateurs. But yeah, they were against not too good opponents. But he beat a guy who's 4-0, beat a guy who's 4-1, 8-10, beat a guy who's 3-1 when he was 3-0. That's okay. Beat a guy who was 9-1 when he was 6-0 by a wheel kick KO as well. This isn't really a padded record. He's got some guys with bad records, but that's his second ever fight. You know? He's fought a guy when he's making his debut, but O'Malley was making his debut. I don't really know if... I don't know if I'm going to agree with you there. 8-3, 9-1, 2-0 when he was 4-0, 3-1 when he was 3-0. Like these, when he was 2-0, he fought a guy who was 8-10. That's a lot of experience to fight a guy like that. This ain't no 1-30 or 2-31. Like this is a different level. And he beat Tyron Woodley 17-5, Andre Sukumtat 12-5. Andre Sukumtat's got a disgraceful record, but you know, all good. Chat is always right. 100 versus 0. 100 no versus debut is cool with me. I understand. Would you like to see Mike Perry move to Serra Longo? Guru a KO artist. Did Zabit lose all his hype, Guru, after his cardio problem, Gurzu? Well, he went from unbeatable to very beatable. I don't know if that loses him hype, but, you know, it's all good. O'Malley is only a couple of UFC fights. Ha 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 ha. Please get Van Zandt out of the main card. Fuck. No, we need pay-per-view buyers. Don't you dare. I remember Guru back in school, he used to sell chewing gum and Lucozades at a 300% profit. That did happen, but you weren't at my school, so you wouldn't know that. Al Hassan versus Perry. And I would never sell chewing gum. Coming in with chewing gum. Are you joking me? Cookies, donuts. You could get 5 cookies from Tesco's for £1. And 5 donuts for £1. And you could sell them individually for 50p. That's a 250% increase. Are you guys kidding me? That's lunch for the day. Just by working your own hustle. I'll take it. Did you see Victoria's Secret's IG post featuring Taylor Hill? I did not. I'll be checking it out after the stream. Don't you worry about it. Let me just position this where it needs to be. There we go. And we're ready. US. Kind of feel like Costa is too small for 205. And when I mean by that is his reach and height. DC is only an exception to the height and reach because he's great wrestlers. Costa is too small for 205. I don't know. But you understand that with the size, regardless of reach, you also gain a massive power advantage over your opponents. And a durability advantage as well. If you're more sturdy and less skinny and frail, you know. So it's not like size in a division is not only dependable on reach and height, especially as a striker. A lot of people think that, but if you've got extra fucking 10 pounds on your arms, you're throwing them around at people, you're going to have a massive KO advantage, you know? I saw Guru the other day in South London. He was holding hands with an older man. I think he's gay. Why was it an older man? What, an elderly person? That did not happen. I was with a teenager and you fucking know it. I'm hungry now. How do you think McGregor's ground game is compared to Poirier? I see people playing Poirier being a black belt and would destroy Conor and choke Conor on the ground. Oh, these sentences are so badly worded. I think it isn't even that badly worded. I think I was just seeing it scroll up in front of me, so I fucked it up a bit. I think McGregor's ground game is amazing. Nate Diaz is a black belt. He submitted McGregor when he had staph infection after he was rocked, but in the rematch, couldn't get McGregor to the ground. You know, even in the first fight, McGregor got an X sweep on Nate Diaz, completely reversed position and ended up on top. Like, I think Conor McGregor is good because he's better than his belt suggests because of how calm he is in the moment. You know, I mean, look, Poirier is a better grappler than Dan Hooker, but that didn't lead to anything happening. You know, only America they praise a crackhead. I don't know what that means. Guru helping elderly cross the street. That's exactly what was happening. Guru, I rewatched Hooker and Dustin fight. Man, I think Hooker inched out that fight. I think so as well, but the commentators weren't reacting to what Hooker was doing, so it's okay. Commentators just did not care about Dan Hooker, but that's okay. Poirier wins, dude. It's not a robbery, but, you know, it's a close fight, man. Could go either way. I think it went to Hooker, but it's all good. It's all good. People think it went to Poirier. I still value takedowns a little bit, but that's okay. You know, I don't give takedowns the be-all, end-all of rounds, but when there's 2 or 3 of them in a round, it does mean a little bit, in my opinion, round 3. I think it's an opinion-based round 3. Poirier could have won. Hooker could have won. I'm not calling it a robbery. But yeah, I thought that Hooker could have got it done. Oh my God, bro, stop it with Nate's ground game. He ain't shit on the ground. Yeah, I know, but still. Joe Rogan says he is, so he is, you know. Crackhead, the famous crackhead who gets more than Jesus in 2020. I don't know what we're talking about now. Costa is a threat for Israel, and he knows it. Oh my God, bro, stop it with... Okay, you've typed that so many times. Shirtless pick of Edgar. Dude has no traps and looks drawn out. Big bet on Pedro. I think Pedro beats him. When does Journeyman Jorge fight again? When he's done needing more money and being set for life. So as soon as he gets out of that little situation he's in, where he needs way more money, but he's set for life and could retire right now, then I'm sure we'll get a fight from Jorge Masvidal. Don't you worry about it. Also, I saw a video of Jorge Masvidal talking about his political views and how he's so against communism and socialism and democratic socialism, and that was kind of a hint that he's pro-Trump. Oh, I said his name. I'm going to get demonetized. Fucking liberal cuck YouTube. Either way, came out basically talking about his political opinion. Wants to start a union in the workplace. You can't make this shit up with Masvidal. He's literally Jorge the hypocrite Masvidal. It's crazy. I'm against all things communism. I can sniff out a communist, and I can sniff out a socialist from a mile away. I'm anti all of that. You know, I'm big on Trump and stuff. But union in the workplace, shit, that sounds good for me. I'll do that instead. Ninja ended Alinity today. Did you see? I did not see Ninja end Alinity. No, I didn't. Sorry. On a scale from 1 to 10, how sure are you that Zombie beats Brian Modelo Valos Ortega? 7 out of 10. Like I said, are you trying to get me to say a different number and catch me out or something? I think I said 7 out of 10, so I'll stick with 7 out of 10. Can you shout for your audience, please? Yeah. I made a noise accidentally. I whacked my elbow, so you didn't really hear it. There wasn't much noise anyway. But oh well. Someone wrote on your free fight comment, MMA Guru GOAT. In that case, MMA Guru bloopers lamb. That's fair point. Very fair point indeed. Jorge is a bum. My cock is a dictator. Okay, interesting. Guru, I've watched the Beats 1 loss, and it came in the 3rd round after he was heavily gassed. Have you now? Interesting. Interesting. But he must have had staph infection then. So you must be seeing things. Just staph infection like every other time he gets gassed. You know, Zabit's just, you know, he is staph infection. He's the one who gave it to everyone, you know? Which one was better, Pride or WEC? Pride rules. Probably Pride rules. Pride had better heavyweights. You know, if you run the heavyweights, you run the whole sitch. You know what I'm saying? Who should Santiago Ponzinibbio fight next when he returns? WEC? Fuck off. True, Guru, you might be right. Let's see if he does end up going to 205. I think it would be fun seeing Costa at 205. Oh, you were saying he's small for 205. I thought you were saying he's small for middleweight earlier. I agree with you. He's too small for 205. Jesus. Sorry, that was ages ago, but yeah, I remember that. Brunette or blonde? Brunette. I don't really care, but then they have the option of going blonde. You can't go from blonde to brunette. It doesn't work like that at all. But you can go from brunette to blonde, I think. A little bit easier. I don't know why. I might have just made that up, but I feel like it's a little bit more reasonable, you know? Brunette or blonde? Brunette or blonde? Why are you asking me that so many times? Guru, what MMA moments give you chills? There's a couple moments that are so underrated in MMA. There's a lot of moments like that. When Lawler and McDonald stare each other down, that's big. At the end of the round, that's a huge moment for me. Surprisingly, not Holloway versus Lamas when he points to the ground. When Volkanovski screams at Edgar, I think that's always a moment I replay when I watch that fight. And when Volkanovski gets right back up after Edgar not Edgar, Mendes. When Volkanovski screams at Mendes, I replay that moment a couple times. You know, when Whitaker's elbow in Yoel in round 3, that's a couple moments of rewinding for sure. When Dana's reacting in the background and you can see it. I mean, there's a lot of moments in MMA, you know. Bochniak, yep, Karl Bochniak versus Zabit is a big moment. On a scale of 1 to 10, how mad were you when Usman beat Colby? I was pretty mad because there was a lot else that went into it that wasn't just a fight. You know, I just watched it again and Mark Goddard said, hey, no more breaks. What are you talking about? Mark Goddard. I literally cannot believe this. Colby's complaining about an eye poke. If it was an eye poke or not, don't you worry about it. Mark Goddard didn't see it. And Mark Goddard goes, hey, listen to me. No more breaks. No more breaks, Colby. Who the fuck are you to say no more breaks? If he gets eye poked, he gets eye poked and there should be a break. And Mark Goddard's in his face like, no more breaks, Colby. Only Usman's allowed breaks. Usman had 3 breaks and Colby asked for 1. And he didn't get it and got told no more breaks for Colby. Like, it's actually crazy to me. But oh well. And then there's the illegal shots behind your head. Then there's the body kick that Usman fakes being a groin shot to get some time off. And then there's the eye poke that Usman faked as well that went in one eye and Usman was complaining about the other one. It's just like, you know. There's illegal blows to the back of the head to finish the fight. It's just, yeah, a few things. Are you subscribed to PewDiePie? No, but I am on my old channel. So I did my bit when they were doing sub to PewDiePie stuff, you know. Promise me you will not ban anybody ever again. You're volunteering yourself as a candidate? You're volunteering yourself, Nurlan Ramazanov? I believe you are. Thank you for the volunteering. Goodbye. Bias? It's not bias. You can see it. Colby didn't get eye poked. I said that straight afterwards. I said, regardless if he did or did not get eye poked, you cannot decide as a referee that someone's going to get no more breaks. It's just how it is. Colby lost straight up, bud. This is a problem with MMA. You guys don't like Colby, so you're ignoring fouls in the sport. It makes no sense. But, you know, that's all good. Guru's bias. I'm not biased. You guys don't want the sport to be fixed because it went your way. That's it. Fucking retarded. I don't know why people do that shit. Who should Santiago Ponzinibbio fight next if when he returns? You didn't answer my question. I mean, Bilal Muhammad called him out, but Bilal Muhammad ain't getting no Santiago Ponzinibbio fight. Ponzinibbio should fight Jeff Neal because Chiesa is going to fight Wonderboy, I reckon. Who got dropped twice? Literally means nothing. You saying that, Nick Diaz 209 Army, has literally told me that you know that Usman did all was wrong and you're just basing it completely off, oh yeah, but he got dropped though. Who got dropped twice though? Yeah, forget about all those facts that you're spitting out about the actual robbery of the fight. Who got dropped? It's just some dumb shit. That's some Nick Diaz shit. You're a great Nick Diaz fan. When Erosa walked down Woodson, quoting the tattoo on his chest saying, I was born ready, brother, was an epic fight moment. I didn't even see that one. But I did watch some of the highlights from Erosa versus thing. It was a good fight. Erosa was doing better than I actually thought in the early rounds when I was watching it. Marty with the illegal blows. Yeah. Petr Yan didn't actually beat any top-level guy. They were all past his prime. His prime? Well, everyone's past Yan's prime. That makes no sense. $2! Colby whipped Usman with a broken jaw, champ. Thank you for the $2, Toast. I don't know if I agree with that, but he definitely won a round with a broken jaw, won round 2 because he rocked Usman at the end of it, and won round 1 as well because he rocked Usman as well. And was up on strikes in all 3 of those rounds. Colby would have been up 3-1 if the judges were correct, and it would have been a draw if he made it to a decision. And he was winning the start of the 5th, but that's okay. I don't even know if he was winning the start of the 5th, but I think he was. That's true if he beat Faber, who was number 13 or 14. Yep, he was number 12 at the time. Faber was 12 because Simone was 13 or something. So Faber was 12, and then he beat Rivera, who was 5 at the time. Rivera was coming off a big win against someone, but he was number 5 or 6. And then Yan beat the other guys. Well, John Dodson. Dodson was number 8 or 7 at the time. Like, I know these guys dropped down the rankings, but at the time when Yan beat them, they were high up the rankings. That's why, you know, that's why he got where he is in the rankings. Tori Bakak or Danny Daniels. Danny Daniels is a bit off-putting recently. But then again, Tori, I mean, they're both past their prime. But in prime, In prime, I think it's got to be Danny Daniels. But I think like the meme of it, I'd have to pick Tory Black because it's just way more of an understandable name, you know. Like it's just like if you say that name, everyone knows it, you know. So I'd get more clout. So I take Tory. Guru predicts Burns, bet the house on Usman, boys. Yep, there we go. That's exactly what you got to do. If I predict a welterweight title, bet against me. Colby beat a guy with a broken jaw. No, he didn't beat him. I don't like Colby, but I want things to be fair. Same here. But I do like Colby. So it's kind of like an auto motivation underneath that people can call out in me. But Dodson was 9, I believe, or 10. There's no way he was 9 or 10. I think he was 8 or 7. There's no way he was 9 or 10. Page makes it to a decision. Guru, call me a nonce again, please. He might have been 9 or 10. He might have moved down in the time, but I'm pretty sure Dodson was way higher ranked than he was now. Guru admitted watching Alexis Texas in his teenage years. Of course. I was a teenager. What else am I going to fucking watch? Scooby-Doo. Guru, want animal horns from Africa? No, I don't, you trophy hunting bitch. But yes, maybe. Depends what they are. Any rhinos? I'll take them. I only take white rhino horns. I'm racist. No, I just want the endangered ones. Sorry. Mike Tyson versus Vanderlei. Bare knuckle. Who you got? Mike Tyson. But Vanderlei might have an axe. It depends, man. It depends. It's a difficult situation, but Mike Tyson would obliterate him, you know. I can't lie. I like no crowd because toxic fans boo. Taken DC took down Silver many times and they boo Brock Lesnar on the same card. Does that. And they boo, comma, Brock Lesnar on the same card does that and they fucking cheer. Goddamn. I mean, they just didn't like DC back then, you know. But now they love DC, so it's different. Would a UFC fast-track Edmund to a title shot by July 2021 to beat Jones's record? I mean, if he beats... They won't be fast-tracking him if he beats Derek Brunson. That will be, like, just following the protocol. So I wouldn't be surprised. July 2021 he's got until. If he beats Brunson in August and does it in the first round, as is assumed, then what's his next fight going to be against? The winner of... Like, let's say if Romero beats Cannonier. Then again, Romero's fighting Uriah Hall. Right? What if they do Shabazian versus Cannonier next? In December. And he beats Cannonier. I don't think it'll be fast-tracking. I think it'll just be a natural progression to the title. But we'll see what happens. Jack Attack said he would reveal chemo's... You help us out. No. That's a horrible thing to say. Hello, Guru. I'm new here. Are you Paul White's brother? You look just like him. Paul White. There we go. Thank you very much. And I see that fucking face looking right back at me. It's a big show. Jum, 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 jum. Paul Blight's nephew. It's the big show. Guru excited for Fight Island. I'll tell you this. I was excited for Fight Island. And then they made that fucking horrific trailer. They made the most horrific trailer I've seen in such a long time. That was such a bad trailer. It was so gimmicky. I actually hated it. But that's okay. It was okay. It was BT Sport. BT Sport make good promos. But that one for Fight Island was not it, man. They got to change that shit immediately. Because I don't like it. And that will not get people to watch at all. Guru's name is Giga. It's not. My surname is not Chikedzi either. Guru, who do you think Yo Mama should fight next? I don't know. When Colby fight, I actually couldn't think of anything funny to say, so don't say it at all. Guru, you should have made it then. Thank you. When Colby walked out to Kurt Angle 2 times, that was fucking hype. I know, the Colby walkout, but also I watched Nate Diaz's walkout for 244. Yo, here come the beast. Boom. It was a good walkout from Nate Diaz. I like it. Even I like walkouts, man. I could watch walkouts for days. I wish more people got them on camera and uploaded them because I want to see everyone's walkout, you know? Like Wonder Boy's one at 205. It was a good one. Wonder Boy. Oh shit, is PVZ fighting this weekend? No. Next weekend, good sir. We got a week break from MMA. Hopefully, Bellator should have planned an event for this weekend. I don't know why they didn't, but they are missing a beat. Walkouts. Walkouts. It's walkouts. What are you talking about? How do you want me to fucking pronounce it? That's how you pronounce it. Fucking Americans. Walkouts. Do you watch BT Sports Open Mat with Dan Hardy, the bald man, and from Manchester and the Scouser? No, dude, I don't fucking, dude, because they're fucking retarded, bruh. Y'all better be watching JT's video, better than 8 and 2 Guru on pre-fight predictions like Guru, to be honest. Okay, then. There's a revolt and a mutiny in my chat. I'll take it. Guru, why do you think Burns beats Usman? Because he does. I just think he's a better striker. I think Usman can't settle into position on the ground, which he usually tries to do when he wrestles with guys, because Colby would be a better wrestler to take on Gilbert Burns, in my opinion, because Colby doesn't settle into position. He just goes for chain takedowns. Usman takes someone down to settle in half guard, to settle in full mount, to settle in side control. Those are jiu-jitsu-based positions that Gilbert Burns is going to be able to recover from, in my opinion. You know? I think Burns beats him. I think the only way Usman wins is if he holds Burns against a cage for 5 rounds. And I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they'll allow that to happen. I think Burns is going to catch him with a lead hook. Pull counter, lead hook in the first round or second round. One of them two. UFC still hasn't released pay-per-view numbers for UFC 250. It's not a good sign. Not a good sign. But I think it would have done pretty good. But the thing is with Sean O'Malley, they are missing out by putting him on main cards of pay-per-views. And I'm not saying they should put him in the co-main event or main event. Oh my God, these guys crying about Chris D'Elia. They threw him under the bus so quickly. He's not even guilty. Darren Till walkout KO. Ban this idiot, please. What other gaping holes do you see in Zabit's game? Oh, okay, you're banned. I can't ban him. He's spamming too fast. The spam, it's too much. Okay, he's banned. You got him. I got him. If Derek Brunson beats Edmund, who should he fight? The winner of Uriah Hall versus Yoel Romero. Hey! Because Derek Brunson actually was close to beating Romero and beat Uriah Hall. So there's history of both of them. Darren Till walkout. Sweet Caroline and shit. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. For real. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think you guys just heard someone laugh in the background there. I've seen multiple videos where English people meet Americans. English people make Americans insecure in every way. I don't think so. I just think it's just a different volume level, you know? I think the Americans around themselves, they're the Americans, but they're the American in England when they come over here. I don't think an English person would stand out in America like an American would, you know? Like, you know exactly, even if they didn't have an accent, you know exactly who they are. Usman really said these people weren't cheering you. They said you suck. As if Colby didn't want that. Colby, apart from the... I know, it's crazy. And a half for that. Yeah. How dare you say that about Americans? Come at me, dude. Right or wrong? I'll burn down the White House again. Right or wrong? O'Malley beats Yan, but loses to Aljamain. I'm not fucking willing to say that he beats Yan, guys. Jesus Christ. Like, I get that I'm somewhat on the bandwagon of O'Malley, but calm the fuck down. Like, there's levels to this game, and we keep finding that out in MMA. So can we just not say that O'Malley beats Yan just yet? You know? I understand O'Malley has a chance. Everyone has a chance to KO someone, especially O'Malley, because he's a big, powerful bantamweight with range. But can we fucking calm down? Because it's strange to me. A winning against Eddie Wineland does not tell me that you would do the same or anything close to it to Petr Yan. It's just a bit different, in my opinion. But let's see. I think O'Malley would beat Rob Font. I'm willing to make that prediction so far, based on his current performances. I think he would beat Rob Font in the first round by KO. I just don't think I'm willing to say he'd beat Yan yet, if I'm honest with you. If he beats Rob Font, I'm interested, but he's got to prove some things first, you know? Paige Van Zandt will get slaughtered. Interesting. No, but you'll respect English people far more. Like when you speak, it's so obvious in talk shows and stuff. Most English people really know how to speak their language. Yeah, I guess. Plus, people listen to them more. Maybe because they can't understand them as well from America, but, you know, it's one of them things. I think it's because in America, all of your American shows, whenever there's a person of power or prestige, they're English. because America doesn't have like a kings and queen type history. So anytime they do kings and queens, it's always in an English voice. Like, oh, hello, bow before your queen. When 244 happened, I was a giant Diaz fan. Not really anymore, but I was tearing up to see my man back. Interesting. You do have 209 in your name, I'll believe you. Can you sing the whole Phineas and Ferb song? No, I did that before and I lost 20 live viewers, so that's not going to happen. Who should tough winner Juan Espino fight next? His fucking contract negotiation team, because he hasn't fought in so long. He hasn't even fought in the UFC yet, and he won the Ultimate Fighter. What is he doing? He beat Bautista, who beat DC in wrestling at the Olympics, for God's sakes. Like, it's just, there's story there, but he waited too fucking long. It's so annoying. I love you. Skunk, you're the only person who remembers who Espino is. Yeah, I mean, I remember who he is, but it's just like he KO'd Maurice Green in the finals. I remember who he is. He didn't KO him. He knocked him down and choked him out, I believe. But still, like, it's fucking annoying that he doesn't fight, really. He still tweets and stuff like he is going to fight, but he doesn't. So it's just annoying. And he's old as well, so it's not like we got time. I love you. Gilbert Burns is a madman. Usman knows it's his hardest fight. Yeah, I guess so. Can you sing? No, I've already done that a couple times. I'm going to cry if Aldo loses. Interesting. Guru looks like O'Malley's gay cousin. It's not true. Love the channel, bro. Thank you, Birmingham Savage 91. Appreciate you. Paige Van Zandt will get slaughtered. Why are you saying that so much? Sing the Phineas and Ferb song. That's not how you spell Phineas, and if you don't spell it correctly, I'm not going to do it. Fuck you. Even someone who looks homeless like you, spat everywhere when I said that, speaks with such an elegance, high-level academic English. I mean, it's just, I don't know, you just speak it properly, you know? Kind of. I don't know, I'm not even well-spoken over here. But I think when I read people's comments, I make a point to really understand it, you know? Like, Till was undefeated in the UFC until he switched his music from Phil Collins. Can't be a coincidence. Maybe. I can feel it. Maybe he could feel it coming. He could feel the loss coming. And that's why he changed it over, you know? Then again, he did beat Wonderboy on the other song. Whatever it's called, Sweet Caroline, you know? Sing the Phineas and Ferb song. Oh, why do you want me to fucking do that shit, man? That's so annoying that you want me to do that shit. Sorry, that is, though, because 170 other people don't want to hear me fucking go through the Phineas and Ferb song. Waterson is going to lose to Hill. I think so as well. Waterson's complete trash. Did you just admit that you look homeless? I mean, I know, but I didn't get offended by someone saying I do. With a beanie on, I look pretty homeless. I get it. O'Malley looks like Guru's gay cousin, actually. Interesting. He has got rainbow hair, to be fair. Pride Week and all. Trains with Gaethje. Testing. O'Malley looks like Guru's gay cousin, actually. That's true. Some of our sentences don't make sense to Guru. I don't know where that must be a reply to something else. Sing the Kim Possible song. Kim Impossible, did you just say? I corrected you without even seeing that you messed it up. Of course it's Kim Possible. Kim Impossible. What a disgrace. Get out of this stream. Don't even, just fucking say the names of the shows right and I'll do them. But fucking hell. Jesus. Cow and chicken. Volkan, Usman, Yan, Ribas, Lock Parlay. Interesting. Joe Rogan impression. Ah! One of the best. The most greatest. The most, one of the most. One of this. I'm a thumb. I am biased as fuck as a commentator. I am not funny. I need to stop because I'm never going to get on JRE. Shamrock impression. Oh, I'm going to beat the snot out of you. Sing the Phineas and Ferb song. Stop, dude. I don't even know where it starts. I know how to do it. I just need the start of it to get me going, you know? 104 days of summer vacation. I'm not doing it, man. It's fucking cringy as fuck. I know how to do it, though. Waterson going to lose to Hill. Yep, I think so as well. Holloway impression. Dana White, you're Hawaii. No fight. I'm Nick Louise. Helwani impression. Hang on a second. Yeah! I can't, man. I actually can't do it. Oh, Fuck, it just won't fucking expand. I actually can't do a Hawaii impression. I'm sorry. Sing the whole song. I'm not going to sing the whole song. Sing the bloody song. Sing Phineas and Ferb. There seems to be a general consensus that they want it. So that means I'm not going to do it. Waterson impression. I'm a mom, by the way. Did I mention I'm a mom? Mom champ. Mom champ. After beating Angela Hill. Mom champ. Give me the title shot. Steven Seagal impression. Sing it, bitch. There's 104 days of summer vacation and school comes along just to end it. So your mind of our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Like maybe building a rocket or fighting a mummy or climbing up the Eiffel Tower, fighting an animal that doesn't exist or giving a monkey a shower, surfing tidal waves, getting nanobots or giving a monkey a brain. Frankenstein's brain, I think it is. So sing along because Phineas and Ferb. I don't know the rest of it, but that's it though. There's like 2 lines I missed out, and that's only because I messed it up. That's lame as fuck. It is, but people asked me to do it, and enough of them did, and I've lost 10 live subs. Live viewers, I've lost 10 of them. So I'm not going to do that again. If you sing it, you're gay. Well, that's final then. That's a bit late, Dylan Pappy. Jesus, you have Pappy in your name. Don't call another person gay. Sing Baby by Justin. Bannable offense. Almost bannable offense. If you weren't here for so long and been such a long time donator and viewer, that could be bannable. Subscribe to Guru. Sing the Arthur intro. We're not just singing fucking shit, man. Stop doing that stuff because I actually know the Arthur intro as well. We're not doing that. Pride 2020 propaganda being indoctrinated into the population to gradually make it sing it. All right, I didn't even acknowledge what I was reading then. Guru, could you see Usman KOing Dilbert? Not really. I can see him TKOing him, but I can't see him KOing him at all. KOing him, sorry. Steven Seagal taught Anderson Silva the front kick that KO'd Vitor. Interesting. I heard about all of that. Can you read? No, I can't. How many times will Waterson hit the air? I think she might be in range for 10% of the fight. Little bit anticipating stuff. I say 2%. Not really. Who wins, Conor or Tony? Conor, first round, KO. Rose Andrade, pretty-ish. I'm going to go with Rose Namajunas by 3rd round TKO. No. By 3rd round decision because it's only in the 3rd round. So decision, in other words, 30-27. I'm an OG viewer. I mean, when I watched the Namajunas versus Andrade fight back, it was just Andrade was having moments, don't get me wrong, and Namajunas seemed to have a bit of a problem going backwards in that 2nd round towards the end. But at the same time, like, Namajunas is the only one who can adjust. You understand what I'm saying? Andrade can't adjust anything that she did. She's going to do exactly the same thing, and hopefully it works out for her this time again, you know? But Namajunas can change things up. She can address the leg kick a little bit earlier. You know, she can get a bit stiffer with the jab, put a little bit more behind it to try and back up Andrade a little bit more and get a bit more respect, you know? That knee up the middle was there. She knows that now, you know, and she threw that in the first fight and it almost KO'd Andrade in the 1st round. But, you know, there's a lot of things she could learn. I think Namajunas is probably going to go for more takedowns as well. But, yeah, I think she'll win. Guru, I'm an OG viewer. Nice. I'm picking Jessica again. Rose is a head case. Interesting. Who should get cut from the UFC right now? Tim Elliott. But he's still fighting. Tim Elliott. And Tim Elliott and someone else. Leon Noyes. Yeah. What's a better skill to perfect? Wrestling or striking? Striking, because it's way cooler, dude. You get way more clout, you know. Pat Barry versus Justin Gaethje in a wrestling match for Rose's love. Who wins? Pat Barry is never going to let that shit go. Pat Barry was with Rose before she was legal. Anyway. Hannah Seifes. Ngannou versus Cejudo. Interesting. We're gonna go with Ngannou there, I believe. Guru, I'm an OG viewer. I want the Guru's opinion. Well, you need to ask me a question then, you silly cow. Is Patreon at the juicy underdog? She's at 6.0. I bet money on her. £2.77 to win £18. Pretty decent. Poro. Yes, Poro. Another league reference you're mentioning. Pat Barry, a regular Chris Dentlier. Okay. Who wins, Prime Askren versus current Khabib? Current Khabib. Any thoughts on Ari Hanger? I don't have any thoughts on him at all. I don't know who that is. Do you like Taito Ivasa versus Maurice Green as a potential matchup? No. Taito Ivasa is fighting Jarjish Danaho, who's taken his UFC debut against Tuivasa, and Maurice Green is going to be fighting Tanner Bosa. If we want to do the winners of each versus each other, I am down to do that. The winner of that next one gets a shot in the rankings once more. You understand? Usman took something back in the day, or Colby was just shitting on the Black Zillions. No, the Black Zillions were known for the cheating. Like, they had a bunch of people test positive at one point. And that was kind of the whole ACC thing. You know, that's where they had a lot of guys that tested positive. I don't actually know any of their names, but there was where a few of them got popped at once, I believe. And that's where the whole thing came from. But I don't think Usman's on anything. I don't think any champion can be on anything at this point, especially not EPO. Because what do you think they did as soon as TJ got caught? How about test everyone for EPO? Probably. Your fight reaction video on Maurice Green was funny as fuck. When he choked out that fat slob, I knew every MMA fan, including you, was thinking, shut the fuck up. That finish makes the sport look bad. It's true. Rose by 42-second TKO like Whaley. Interesting. Jan's going to TKO Aldo. Mark my words. Interesting. I think so as well. Jan Vellante versus Maurice Green 2, main event. We need to see the rematch. We need to see what happens if Vellante doesn't have a heart attack. Jan Vellante versus Felipe Lins. Loser gets cut. That's good. I was going to say Jan Vellante versus OSP at heavyweight. Loser gets cut. But that's also a good matchup. Felipe Lins. Sounds good. Guru, I'm an OG viewer. I want the Guru's opinion. You are not fucking asking me any questions, you silly fucking cunt. Guru, I was wondering if you could show us some boxing skills since you're on a wheelchair and you can't stand up to throw a spinning kick. I'm not on a wheelchair. That's fake fucking news. I don't know where that one started. If you were here long enough, you would have seen me sprint out of my chair at one point to go to the toilet. And because my parent almost died once as well. There's more spam in this chat than my nan's cupboard. Interesting stuff. Who's the most powerful family, the Rothschild or the Rockefeller? The Rothschild. I don't know either one of them. Olympic gold in judo or wrestling, which one is more prestigious? I've heard of Rothschild, though. Which one is more prestigious? Judo. Judo, I would say. Because judo is more practiced internationally. You know? So, yeah, I'd say judo. When are you making 251 prediction vids? I'm going to make it around Saturday or something. Friday, maybe. Maybe Friday instead. Remember the heart attack because I'm a true OG. You remember the heart attack. That's a good one. Like, wait, when are you making 251 prediction vids? Say I'm an OG viewer. You're an OG viewer in D209. You're probably not, but you are, I guess. Kim K just became a billionaire. Interesting. Lightweight. What's the least skilled weight class, excluding the women? The least skilled weight class? I don't know why I said lightweight. This guy just said lightweight before it for no reason. But the least skilled weight class, excluding the women? I mean, you got to say flyweight. You got to say flyweight. You know, I'm saying that I want your opinion. I'm done. I'm saying, I want your opinion. You are an OG viewer, I guess. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but stop. Volkanovski TKZ prediction. I think the Korean Zombie beats Volkanovski by TKO. 205 least skilled. Maybe that comes second after flyweight, but then there's middleweight, heavyweight. Yeah, all of the top weight classes are pretty bad. But, you know, it's all good. KZ the best in the division, hands down. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Where the OG viewers at? Oh, I'm done with this. Hottest chick in UFC. Hottest chick in UFC. Pat Berry. Heavyweight. Volkanovski TKZ prediction. I just said that, man. 5 fucking times I've said that. Fuck Artem the GOAT. Actually, I'm sorry. I did not mean to disrespect the Russian Hammer. I'm sorry. I'm talking about this fucking guy. Only thing I disagree with you on is Cain Velasquez is definitely the best heavyweight of all time in terms of physical ability and would have destroyed Francis if he had not been injured going in. No. No, he wasn't. Cain Velasquez was on EPO. Okay? He was on EPO. He lost to Verdun. You know, that happened. Lost to JDS. I know he beat him twice afterwards, but lost to JDS as well. You know? Velasquez is not the greatest heavyweight of all time. Not at all. And he wouldn't have beaten Ngannou because the only reason he got injured was because Ngannou shut his lights off and he woke up in an awkward angle on his knee. Done with it. Is it just me or is Mark Diaz going to get fucked up in his next fight against Rafael Fiziev? I don't think so because Mark Diaz's got some of the nastiest calf kicks in the fucking division, let alone the game. That was supposed to be the other way around. In the game, let alone the division. Thoughts on Khabib versus T? Even though Rafael Fiziev is a fucking beast and only got not wheel kicked, but a spinning back kicked by Magomed Mustafayev. Fiziev's good, but I still think Diaz might get a jump on him. Who you got? Dillashaw versus Aldo at 135. Probably Dilla. Probably Dillashaw. More kicks, you know. Guru has CTE, I'm assuming that means. You know you're real OG if you remember when Guru put a gun to his head and nearly pulled the trigger just because he... Okay, that didn't happen at all. James Vick Francis prediction. James Vick would definitely beat Ngannou. That's not even a prediction, guys. Come on. What do your family usually argue about? We can hear them sometimes arguing downstairs. They just argue about stuff, you know, stuff. Like, I swear he has autism. I can hear him screaming stuff. He just made this weird voice. Why does he keep speaking in other voices? Is he schizophrenic? No, it's autism, I swear. They're arguing over what's wrong with me, I think. You need to go to sleep, bro. You are yawning. Am I? That's crazy, dude. Thanks. What's your job outside of YouTube? You know, jab, I do the tip, the furniture. If you're an OG viewer, you remember Guru eye poking himself. You might remember that. I don't actually remember that happening, but that might have happened. What subscriber goal do you have for 2020? I feel like you deserve so much more than 7.5k. I've already looked up what Donald White is. Thank you very much. I don't know what my subscriber goal is for the end of 2020. I'd like to hit 10. I'd like to hit 10k before September, ideally. So I don't know what it would be. We'll see what happens. How much do you make off YouTube? I'll show you how much I made this month. I have made... Actually, I don't want to say it because this one's going up on my channel. Actually, I'll say it. Why not? I have made... Go to my channel. Go to my analytics. Donate as well right now, by the way, on the topic of money. I have made this month 974.22, but we're missing 1 day. No, 2 days of data. So I don't know how much it really is. And I've been getting demonetized recently, so it's a little bit down, but, you know, it's good stuff. Come on, say it. I did. Jessica I versus Bellator prediction. I think Bellator wins. Vic destroys him. Is Jerry Projaska good? He's fighting Ozdemir. He is good, but he's beat absolute cans to be perceived as good. And he's just not that good, you know? So he's good, but he's good because people think he's good by beating CV Dollaway. People think he's good by beating Fabio Maldonado. Like, it's just these names are not relevant anymore. But, you know, it's all right. Thank you for the $2, Death Deliverer. Thoughts on Khabib's controversial win over T-Bow? I thought Khabib won it when I rewatched it without Joe Rogan's commentary. I thought Khabib definitely won. In terms of they both landed pretty much nothing. Let me see the stats. Listen, T-Bow. Stats. Gleason T-Bow versus Nurmagomedov. T-Bow landed more. 2 more in the first. 1 more in the third. That's interesting. It's actually somewhat interesting. I thought Khabib won, though, because he was more active. But still, those stats are weird. But then again, Khabib definitely won, in my opinion. Wait, hang on a second. Khabib got 0 takedowns. T-Bow got a takedown. I might have to rewatch it. Khabib won, but he didn't take him down. Not once. He failed 13 times. You mean spray can? Brendan Schaub impression? Yeah! That's my Brendan Schaub impression. They definitely think I have autism. Someone was just on the stairs when I did that shit. But Khabib, I don't know. Control on the fence? Okay. I get it. But, you know. Magny didn't beat Martin, so. I think back then, Khabib won, but right now, in today's scoring, I reckon they would have given it to T-Bow, probably. If the same fight happened under today's scoring. Bane impression.
I was born in the darkness, madman. You were simply molded by it.
Crumpet McCuckle. Almost said the last bit. I'm never moving out. Thank you very much. Eddie Bravo impression. I don't know. But his laugh is like this. That's his laugh. T-Bow is proof that Khabib would fail miserably against bigger guys. T-Bow was also juiced to the fucking gills with roids, so I don't know if that's a perfect example to use. You know? Schaub looks like Chunk from the Goonies with all that plastic surgery. Yeah. He looks strange. I don't know why they're getting plastic surgery. That's some crazy shit, but, you know, they got to look good for all the 18-year-olds. Rewatch and do a video about Khabib versus T-Bow. Nah, sounds fucking boring. It was a shit fight. I'm not sitting through that again. Is that 975 include your chat donations? Yeah. That's basically, majority of it is chat donations. I barely get monetized. So, yeah. There's only 2 genders. There's some new bloopers video coming out. Nice. That's because Khabib was new fighting in a cage. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't a fucking tool. He'd already had MMA fights. What are you fucking talking about? Do you scream it's time? Oh, yeah, but they were in a ring back in Russia. I get what you mean. Fair enough. But still. Can Hooker beat Tony Ferguson? Yes, he can. I was here when your father had a heart attack and you had to end the live stream all of a sudden. I didn't actually end it. I actually came back and watched the fight. And I literally... It happened. He went down when they were announcing Dillashaw's walkout. And then I came back and Cejudo KO'd him, like, in front of me. I literally came back and watched Cejudo fluke KO him. And I was like, oh, that's over, I guess. I missed it, but, you know, it was a quick fight. Uploaded. Sing Phineas and Ferb. I haven't uploaded anything. I don't have any videos coming out. You scream it's time like everyone else? Yes, a little bit, you know. 209 champs. Don't know what the fuck you mean at all. You scream it's time like everyone else? Uploaded. Sing Phineas and Ferb. Stop. Rakic versus Smith. I'll probably go with Rakic by TKO. You remember Guru making videos on Bellator? I would make Bellator videos, but there are no Bellator videos. I just want to say, though, that I know it was obvious from the beginning, but I perfectly predicted the Bellator Grand Prix. Every single fucking stage. I even predicted that Fitch was going to get robbed, but that's okay. Message retracted. Rip Joe Rogan. It's 209. It's too hot to wear that woolly hat. In 209, it's too hot to wear that woolly hat. Okay, dude. Cool. Paige Van Zandt flying to... Does everyone in 209 lose half their fights? Ooh, crazy. Paige, I'm joking. I'm really joking. I like the Diaz brothers. Fought the Diaz brothers, yeah? Favorite film? I don't have one. Shut up. Do your best American accent. My best American accent. I need someone to give me an American's phrase that American would say. You know? Emmanuel Barboza. In 209, Guru will get his woolly hat stolen. I'll see you in July. Fuck Khabib. That's my American voice. Can Woodley be champ at Bellator? Tail of the tape. It's basically the tail of the tape voice. That's my American accent. Message retracted. Typed manually by Ibrahim. And he retracted it afterwards. That was cool. Got any snackaroonies? I do. I have a bag of Wotsits and also a chocolate bar, a white Twix bar. Pretty interesting, you know. The real one watched a pathetic guru prediction video of Khabib versus Conor. He didn't have the beanie back then. It's privated, you fucking retard. Like I didn't go back through my videos. Come on. You guys think I'm some kind of rookie? Girl, if you want more subscribers, you should consider including a slideshow with pictures in the prediction. Yes, exactly, mate. You showed some skills in that Kutalaba enters the Matrix video, mate. I literally just played the fight in the background. I can do that stuff, but we'll see. Maybe I should do a little slideshow. Makes sense. Yo, his American accent isn't bad. It depends where in America you want me to go, you know? I think I have a traditional American accent ready, you know? Ferguson got another run and he can beat Khabib. But it's more difficult when you go into the different areas of America. You know, you go down south. Yeah. Down south and stuff, and then up north is different in America, I know. But then again, I'm from the UK, so I can't even really talk about different accents. You can literally walk down the road and not understand someone if you're American in the UK. There's no point coming to the UK if you're American. Because if you're moving around too much, you're never going to understand language. What is your job? Furniture, maker, and deliverer. Do you believe in aliens? Yes, I believe in the possibility of them. I don't think we've ever met them or seen them, but I reckon they're out there somewhere. They got to be. If I believe in space, I got to believe in aliens. There's no way of it not happening, you know? If I believe in us, I got to believe in aliens. You understand? Jennifer Aniston still got it. Not back in the Friends Nips days, you know? They were different. Is Galaxy chocolate good? Yeah, it's okay. I'm not really too crazy about chocolate, really. Have you ever picked an entire card correctly? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Because Barboza beat Ige. And Angela Hill beat Gedalia. And the other robbery happened. And I got that one as well. Whoop, whoop. I got one more as well way back when. But that's about it. Or actually, did I? I think I got one with one wrong on it. Let me check some of these cards. I did well on Aya versus Calvillo. I did really well on Aya versus Calvillo, actually. On Aya versus Calvillo, I got Ivy wrong. I got Nam correct. I got Avila correct. I got Dvalishvili correct. I got, obviously, Dvalishvili correct, who didn't pick him to win. Maria Agapova correct. Espinoza correct. Andre Fili correct. Charles Rosa correct. Vettori correct. And then I switched to Calvillo last second. So I got that one correct as well. But I didn't get the Anthony Ivy Christian Aguilera one right because it was BLM time and I didn't want to appear to be racist. I'm joking. Fight night picks went 9-1. Yeah. You shitting me, Joe back? Yeah. Intriguing. Even Mike Perry would beat Diaz. Intriguing. I don't know about that. But especially Perry's last performance is nothing to be amazed about, in my opinion. He looked terrible, but he won, so good job. Where'd you live? London. Back in the day, Guru was doing grooming tutorials. That's not true. I'm not from Rotherham. You did well on Woodley Burns. Did I do well on Woodley Burns? Let me check Woodley Burns. I didn't do too good on 250, but, you know, 250 was a difficult one. There was some crazy shit going on. There were some guaranteed winners, but then there was also some fucking wacky shit that went down, you know. But Woodley Burns, what did I do on this card? I picked Gutierrez, got it. Picked Kenny, got it. Picked Royval, got it. Picked Jamahal Hill, got it. Also, I picked Jamahal Hill by knee to the body first round TKO. Just saying. Picked Rodriguez, Chukagian, got it. People said that was silly. But Chukagian was going to beat Shevchenko. Picked Dern, picked Roosevelt, picked Spike Carlisle. Fight could have fucking gone to him if he didn't retardedly walk away in the middle of a fucking round. And I picked Sakai and only got the main event wrong. But yeah. The fucking beanie. No, it's not going to happen. Can Woody be champ at Bellator? No. He'd get beaten by Rory, in my opinion. Message retracted. Okay. Interesting. No, you never do well. I actually do a lot of cards really well, but you guys only care about the ones I do so badly. But, you know, that's okay. All good. All good in the hood. It's okay. Best physique in UFC. You did well on 249. There's another card I did amazingly well on. But, you know, we don't care about those ones. Keep focusing on the ones I do bad at. That's it. Go watch bloopers. There's a video of a grooming tutorial. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Gian Vellante was a bit under the weight limit at 255. Next fight, he'll have to cut to 265 with 5% body fat. Okay. There we go. Subscribe to Guru. We only care about seeing your scalp, you delusional fuck. Thank you, Mr. A's and Ones. Appreciate you. Best physique in the UFC. We got to go with Augusto Sakai. Can you shout without making weird noises? Let us hear our Guru's insides. That is definitely not ever going to happen. Best physique in UFC. I just answered that one. Ben Rothwell. And it's changed. He just took over. One burger and he took over. The real one remembers Shy Guru in his early vids rocking out those ginger dreads. I never had ginger dreads. I'm not ginger. I had an afro. And you're not an OG if you don't know that. Heard about the new women pirates? Yeah. Their loss. You know, let's just see how the box office looks. And we'll see what happens. You know, remember back in the day of pirates, all those women on them ships? You know those. Guys, you know those. You know what I'm talking about, guys. They're making a female Pirates of the Caribbean because remember back in the pirate days when the spice trade was going on and we're in the Caribbean and there was wars going on. Remember all them female pirates? They were everywhere. So, of course, we can make a female Pirates of the Caribbean, you know? Guru, you are tired? Go to sleep. Don't you dare tell me that again or I'll ban you. Guru, can you ban Ibrahim? No. I don't do personal requests. Lyman, good. Barboza, Yoel, and Costa for best physique. Interesting. I think Douglas Silva, the Andrade, has got to be in that mix. Most fucking women's UFC fighters. I don't want to get too excited. We got fucking 8 minutes left. Don't make me go off now and go online. Because I will go to a different website immediately. Why does English food taste like ass? Because we don't have English food. Because people don't consider it food unless it's at a restaurant. Which I understand. You guys like fucking bread, don't you? That's English food. You know? Potatoes, English food. Carrots, yeah, that's us as well. You know? We literally are the food, but because it's not unique enough and spicy enough, it's not considered a brand of food. You know? Sandwiches. Earl of Sandwich. 9 or 18 something. You like sandwiches? That's us. Bread is French. No, we fucking took it from the Normans. Fuck you guys. English food is shit. How dare you? Guru, do you remember Bloodstained Lane? Do you like roast dinner? I do. El Pie? What the fuck is up with that shit? No one eats that stuff. I hate it when they do that stuff. Americans try English food. No one eats jellied eel. No one. Literally 0 people. I don't even know if they sell it here. It's some dumb shit. And I don't know why those shows do it. It actually annoys me. Guru, do you like roast dinner? I do. British food isn't as good because it's actually healthy and isn't covered in salt, fat Americans. Okay, calm. We're not going after the Americans so much. That was some aggression from Morgan Kinsey there. Guru, your beard is dead. I know, I'm going to have to get rid of it or something. Take off the beanie for like 2 secs. Okay, it's coming off. Joke. 10k subs. The English colonized the world for trade, yet can't cook a dish if their nation depended on it. Okay. Name a famous chef. Name a famous chef, and why is his name Gordon Ramsay? Who's Scottish, by the way, but also lived in England. He's from the UK. Name another famous chef. Why is his name Jamie Oliver? That's weird. Name another famous chef. See where I'm fucking going with here? See where I'm fucking going? Name another fucking chef. And don't you fucking dare say Guy Fieri. Don't you dare comment on him. This is shit. God, I'm a chef. It's fucking raw. I love Gordon Ramsay, man. I love Ramsay. Papa John, most famous chef, is true. If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike. Gino De Campo, sorry. If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike. Message retracted. Gordon Ramsay. It's bloody raw! Wolfgang Puck. Guru, don't act like you don't like the brutal British banter. I like it. This is why I chuckled at it as well, you know? Message retracted. Message retracted. Why are you guys just retracting your fucking messages? You got what you want now. I've reacted to it. What the fuck are you doing? These two have just been duoing counter retracting messaging as well. They've gone in sequence with each other. James Bond was a cook? I don't think so. Favorite film in? No idea what that is. Does Guru beat off every day? Yes. Minus 700. No. Plus 7 trillion, I'm guessing that is. For film, where's the lamb sauce? Where's the lamb sauce? I like Gordon Ramsay. Britain was a war zone for like 95% of human history, Matt. Yeah, of course it was, Matt. It was, to be fair. It was literally everyone looking to get it, and then we just never let them. So fuck them. It's ours. If Barboza beat Hooker, Tony will beat Hooker. I mean, when you really think about it, the British colonizing everything was just payback. Because we had our fucking island and everyone fucking wanted a piece of it, and now we're big and fucking strong. How about we start dishing out some of their own medicine? Rest of the world non-stop fucking invaded England at the same time. The Vikings and the French get lost. Now we're on top and it's time to start conquering some shit. That's what happens. Don't fucking bully someone, or that's how a school shooter is created. That's basically what the British were. We're a bullied kid at school that found a pistol, and that's just how it goes, you know? Now it's London. It's funny. Guru is a bald bum. Thank you very much. Should be the Dustin versus winner. Nice. Can you stream in Dustin Poirier? I'm going to smash your face in. And you've retracted it. What are you guys fucking doing today? It's actually retarded today. Gordon Ramsay's daughter. I don't know how old she is. Lowell T Wood, and it's a no anyway, just in case. Lowell T Wood beats Felder. Yeah. Fair enough, I guess. Probably. Felder's not too fast. Yeah, probably. But even then, I mean, I think McGregor would KO T Wood. I think McGregor would KO Wonderboy. People don't like those predictions. Favorite film? You've asked me that. I don't know. Did England colonize Japan? No, but we forced trade agreements on them at the cost of them being able to exist, which was very mean of us, and I really do apologize to it. I really do apologize for that if you are from Japan, because we didn't technically fuck you up, but we kind of just said, do this or we will, you know? We just forced trade agreements on them and said if they don't like them, then that's what they're going to get, and they're not going to get anything else. So I really do apologize if my ancestors had some effect on yours, you know? John Anik's impression? No. Message retracted. Chat's full of twerps tonight. What the fuck? Get these fucking twerps, dude. Let's fucking give these guys some fucking wedgies, dude, and a couple swirlies, bro. Guru, I'm a 34-year-old virgin like you. How do I lose it? I'm not 34 years of age or a virgin, but thank you very much. How do you lose it? Just fucking... What even is consent now? I'm joking. I'll stop. No, don't do that at all. Might as well apologize to China for the Opium War. That was a nasty one. Repents. We kind of did force them, to get addicted to opium. But listen, man, it's just history, you know? That shit happens. Listen, we may have fucked up every country and have made your way and definitely fucked them over massively. But that's just history, man. We got them addicted to opium, but then they threw it in the sea. Fucking China. You know, polluting again. God. We're giving them all this opium, and they can't even fucking keep it on there. Dump it into the river. China, come on. Getting a head start on your carbon footprint here. Calm down. Guru, you look like you rage over Monopoly. I never rage at Monopoly because I always fucking win. And if my friend was in here right now, he'd vouch for that as well. They're trash. I wipe the floor with people on Monopoly. And if they win, it's not. And if they win, it's only because of luck. Because I am. Never mind. We're not going to get into it. Maybe you're right in your comment. Do you listen to Carty? I don't know. Do you listen to Carty? History, Guru. What's up? Romero or Gall? Do you listen to Carty? UK versus Israel. Who wins? Adesanya's good, but, you know, UK ain't going to come with that Gastelum approach. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to be rocking anyone shooting for no fucking dumb takedowns. It's going to be stand-up war all the way. Name the last British guy who shot a takedown, and his name isn't Leon Edwards. Don't mention him. Molly McCann versus Taylor Santos prediction. Molly McCann by a decision, 30-27. Khabib's big announcement is that he's going back into the closet. Okay. Go watch MMA bloopers when you're in the room your whole life. Nice. I've already seen it. I'm shocked at hearing a noise to the right of me. I get it. Guru, how long can you be in the sun before getting sunburnt? It's tough. I'm pretty UK-ish. So I don't actually burn. I just get red, but I don't burn. So it isn't like a mark. It will go down once I've been out of the sun for a bit. But I do get tanned a little bit. You know, I went on a lot of abroad holidays when I was younger. Who should Lando fight next? Who should he wait for? And which should be the perfect path for him to be breaking into the top 15? Lando should take on Kamal Worthy. Decent fight, big name, main card fight as well. That'd be a decent one. Or look on Lando versus Jim Miller. Would also be a great fight. He could take on either one of those guys, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, if he wins that one, he's definitely going to be looking for someone inside the rankings, for sure. Remember Miss Patel in Science? My God, we used to have such a good laugh. I don't. You're randomly guessing names. And if that was true, that'd be a really good guess, but that is not the case. Miss Patel. You've named the most generic name, I guess, there. Yo, Guru, do you remember Mr. Smith in English? Oh, yeah. Yeah, crazy, dude. Mello Rosa prediction. Carol Rosa's going to win. Without the beanie, you kind of look dumb. You also have the face of a traitor. Okay, nice. I went on that one. That was a good little rib. I appreciate it. Guru, you watched Jones versus Gustafsson 1 on holiday in Canada? No, I didn't. I didn't at all. That's an absolute lie. You are not an OG. Goodbye. See you later. Also, Jones Gus 1 over fucking rated. One good round. Everything else was fucking boring. Goodbye. Oh, Gus took him down for like a split second. Well, see you later, Gus. Goodbye. Good, you a heretic. No. Goodbye. Toodle pip. This one's staying up as well. Logan Paul versus CM Punk. Listen, man. Logan Paul would fucking murder him. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. See you later.